Hello everyone, and welcome to Doki Doki Literature Club, episode 5.
Hello everyone, Editing Mocha here. Quick warning before we start the video, today's video contains themes of depression, so viewer discretion is advised.
Here we go. We last left off where we have to choose the girls. Of course, who will I be going with for the festival activities? And obviously it's Yuri if you've been paying attention to the series at all. We're going for Yuri's ending. Well, I'll probably be more useful helping out Yuri. Me? Are you serious? Why would you? Nat? I can already tell you're about to say something mean. No. I was just saying. Ugh. So you'll be helping out Yuri, then? Mocha Cat? Yeah. That's what I'm going to do. I'm glad. I have a bad habit of overthinking these sorts of things. So, I think your assistance will be very useful. That's great to hear. Now, will you be able to handle the barking yourself? Oh, baking. Not barking, baking yourself. I mean, yeah. I already said I would be fine. Okay. Everyone can tell that Nat is feeling a little sour. So is that everything we needed to go over? Yeah, that sounds about it. Are you guys excited? Well, excited might not be the right word. But I suppose I'm looking forward to it a bit. Do you feel the same way, Mocha Cat? Me? I guess you could say I'm interested to see how it'll turn out. That's great. Oh, that's good enough for me. What about you, Nat? Nat? What? Why is everyone yelling at me? I didn't even do anything. No. That's not what I meant at all. Okay. Yuri anxiously glances between everyone in the room. I'm sorry for this. I don't really know why Mocha Cat picked me. I had to pick somebody, guys. And also, your cupcakes are the best cupcakes I have ever had. They're gonna be... They go well with my tea. And nothing that I do for the event will compare to that, so... I get it. I'm kind of surprised, though. Why? Well, I'm the one acting immature. I already know that. But you're trying to cheer me up all of a sudden. I know I'm not very good at it. I'm sorry if I said something bad. Nat isn't the only one surprised. What are you guys surprised about? You guys are friends. You've always been trying to, cheer each other up, the entire time. Or at least stop the argument. Well, I suppose it's more Monica, and Sayori, but still. Monica and I are also taken aback by Yuri's words. When she already has trouble with words, trying to cheer someone up may be far out of her own comfort zone. Oh, I guess in that way, sure. But I begin to understand. Yuri was trying to sound like Sayori. Even if it didn't work perfectly, I can tell that she tried to say something Sayori would say at the time like this. Because Sayori helps everyone smile and feels good about themselves. No. I kind of appreciate it. I'm sorry for making a big deal out of nothing. But I'm going to say this. You better bet that my cupcakes are going to be the best part of the whole event. I believe you. Yeah. I hope to see everyone doing their best. But with that, there's nothing more for today. So I guess it's time for us to head out. Alright, let's get out of here then. Everyone packs up their things. I start to follow Monica and Nat at the door as they chat between each other. Huh? I turn around. Sorry. I realize I don't have any way to contact you this weekend. Oh, you're right. I can't believe that slipped my mind. Should I give you my phone number? I think that would be the best way, yes. Alright then. Yuri and I exchange phone numbers. Okay. Then I'll be stopping by your house on Sunday. Huh? My house? Is that a problem? No, not at all. I just thought I would be the one going over to your house since I'm helping you. I suppose that makes sense. But if you don't mind, I think I would prefer to go to your house. Alright. In that case, it won't be a problem. I decide not to push Yuri for a reason. There's not really a reason, it doesn't really matter. She could just not like her home situation, or just not like being at her house all day. It's not like it should matter either way, so I'll just need to make sure my room is clean. I hope I manage to make myself useful in some way. I'm not nearly as creative as you are. Don't underestimate yourself, Mocha Cat. I think that we can make a very productive team. Even if you only choose me because you felt bad or something. Wait, you don't actually think that, do you? I don't know. It's difficult to come up with any other reason you may have for choosing me. You're forgetting the one reason with the most common sense. I choose to help you because that's what I wanted to do. But... Yuri thinks to herself with an extreme tense expression. Yuri, you're overthinking this. You wanted me to point out when you're overthinking, right? I didn't realize. I'm telling you I want to. That's all there is to it. Do you believe me? Yuri thinks really hard again. She looks straight into my eyes for a long while. I believe you. As if it took her a tremendous effort, Yuri finally says that and relaxes her expression. And I really look forward to Sunday. Yeah, I am too. After that exchange, I make my way out the doors and Yuri follows. I can't believe this. Yuri's going to come over to my house on Sunday. My anxiety shoots through the roof. Even though I've gotten pretty used to handling her at this point, there's no way of telling what might end up happening when we're outside of school. More than that, she told me that she was looking forward to it. And is there a chance Is this the chance I have to make something happen between us? Or is it too early for that? It's been like a week or something. You could always ask her on a date. Only time will tell. Or at least tell her you have feelings, that way she can start seeing you in the same light. But until then, I won't be able to take it off my mind. I seriously can't wait. It's already Sunday. I've been getting increasingly anxious about Yuri's incoming visit. I keep telling myself that there's no reason to be nervous, but it doesn't help much. Yuri is clearly an introvert, and also an intimate person in general. There's no doubt that she'll be opening up a little bit when There's no doubt she'll open up a little bit when it's just the two of us. Meanwhile, we've been texting occasionally. She was extremely apprehensive at first, but it wasn't long before I was already learning more about her. But putting Yuri aside, I haven't heard from Sayori since she left the club earlier the other day. It's not like we text each other all the time or anything, but I have been worried for her in the back of my mind. Between what Sayori says and what Monica said, is it really okay to put Yuri's feelings aside when Sayori's. Is it really okay for me to put Sayori's feelings aside when she might need me? I mean, I guess it depends how close you really are. Because if you care, then you should put her feelings first. Not in front of your own, but it's a complicated situation, I guess. I guess what you could do is always talk to her, communicate. That's what you need to do. Communicate, and then you can decide if her feelings are, I guess, worth it. Not really worth it. If you're able to actually do anything about it, I guess. That's what I would probably do. Just talk to them and see if there's anything you could do. If you can't, leave them alone and let them kind of work it out and just be there to talk if they need it. I decide to visit Sayori before Monica comes over. Rather than asking, I simply tell her I'm coming over, much like we've done in the past. Once I reach Sayori's house, I knock on the door before entering in myself. Again, we used to play so often that we made it a habit of simply entering each other's houses like we're family. The house is quiet. Sayori isn't anywhere on the first floor, so I assume she's up in her room. It's already strange of her to not run down the stairs and greet me. I head up to her bedroom, where I finally find her. Sayori? Hello, Sayori. Oh, you got a ducky! I like this elvish duck. Look at his little hair. Hi, Mocha Cat. I sit down in her room. Sayori forces a smile, but it's easy to tell that she's different. What is this plant? Is this plant dead? Did you kill a plant? That kind of fits ya. Honestly. There's a minute of silence between us. You haven't come over in, a long time, have you? I guess you're right. It has been a long time. Not much has really changed, has it? Sayori's room is as messy as it has always been. I also recognize the same stuffed animals and wall decorations that she had for me years ago now. If you came over more often, it wouldn't be such a mess. That's not my fault. That's because I end up cleaning up for you. Ah, it is my fault. How come you suddenly wanted to come over today? Aren't you supposed to see Yuri today? Yeah, but... Wait, how did you know that? Sayori had already left by the time we decided the last meeting. Monica told me. It's only natural for her to keep me informed about the festival preparations, right? Ah, that's true. But what about you? Aren't you going to help Monica today? Of course! But I'm just helping her online. We didn't plan to meet up or anything. Ah, so it's just me and Yuri then? Yep. There's more silence between us. Sayori stares in a random direction. Everything about her behavior is really uncharacteristic. I finally get to the point. I just want to see how you are doing. After you left on Friday, when something's wrong, you can't hide it from me. I know you too well. So, Sayori smiles, shaking her head. That's no good, Mocha Cat. Huh? Why can't it just be like how it's always been? This is all my fault. If I didn't get so weak and accidentally express my feelings, if I didn't make that stupid mistake, then you wouldn't have to be worried about me all the time. Isn't that the job of a friend? You wouldn't have to come here. You wouldn't even have to be thinking about me right now. But this is just my punishment, isn't it? I'm getting punished for being so selfish. I'm being punished for being so selfish. I think that's why the world decided to have you come over today. It just wants to torture me. Sayori? I grab Sayori by the shoulders. What on earth are you saying? Are you listening to yourself right now? I know something happened to you. There's no other explanation for you to be like this. So tell me already. Until I know, I won't be able to stop thinking about it. Sayori gives me an empty smile. You really put me in a trap, Mocha. But you're wrong. Nothing happened to me. I've always been like this. You're just seeing it for the first time. Seeing what? What are you talking about, Sayori? You're really just going to make me say it, aren't you, Mocha Cat? I guess I have no choice this time. The thing is, I've had really bad depression my whole life. Did you know that? Why do you think I'm late to school every day? Because you're tired? Because most days I can't even find a reason to get out of bed. What reason is there to do anything when I fully know how worthless I am? Why go to school? Why eat? Why make friends? Why make other people put their energy and caring to waste by having them spend it on me? That's what it feels like. And that's why I just want to make everyone happy, without anyone worrying about me. I'm in shock. I can't even figure out how to respond. How is it possible that Sayori kept this from me my entire time that I've known her? I've had a few friends that have depression, and I suck with anything that's mental health. I'll be honest. I am terrible when it comes to mental health. I know, like, how you're supposed to help with mental health by exercising and eating healthy, but when it comes to, can you listen? I can listen, but, like, when it comes to actually understanding the mental issue, I am terrible with any sort of thing like that. Did she really want so badly for me to just not think about her? Why, Sayori? Huh? Why is it that you've never told me about this? It almost feels like I've been betrayed. I've been betrayed as your close friend. Wow, way to play the blame game. Listen, I'm not great with emotions, but I'm not gonna sit here. You're gonna tell me that you're depressed, and I'm gonna be like, wow, you betrayed me. You should feel guilty. What kind of backwards logic is that? Because if I knew, I would have done everything I could to support you. You can still support her. She's telling you this now so you can support her in the future. Oh my goodness. No wonder she didn't feel like she could trust you. You're literally blaming her. Even if there's only so much I could do, you can still do stuff. I would have tried a little bit harder to make every day a little bit better for you. You can still do that. That's why I'm your friend. All you had to do was tell me. She's telling you right now, don't put blame on her. You don't understand, Mocha Cat. Why do you think I didn't tell you? Because I would blame you. Because if I told you, then you would have wasted your effort caring about me instead of doing important things. I don't want to be cared about. I know this is her feelings, but I hate it. I hate that she feels that way. This is where I don't understand. I don't understand, like, you're depressed because you don't feel cared about, so you should have somebody caring about you so you can feel slightly less depressed. And oh my goodness, I don't understand it. It's bittersweet when people try to care about me. It feels nice sometimes. Exactly. Being cared about will help slightly, at least a tiny bit with the depression. At least at the very minimum, it'll help you feel slightly less worthless. But it also feels like a bat's been swinging above... What? Oh, a bat has been swung against my head. I immediately thought of the animal bat. That's why I wanted so badly for you to make friends with everyone else. Helping everyone be happy together is the best thing for me. But then I discovered something else too. Seeing you make friends and getting closer to everyone else in the club, it feels like a spear going through my heart. Exactly, you need people to care about you. What you need to do is make friends with everyone else. Get as close as you are with me. Get as close as you are with me with everyone else. Become friends with Nat, Monica, and Yuri, and get on the same level friendship as you are with me. And then your heart will feel more full. It'll feel like that spear has been yanked out as you're bleeding to death. Don't yank out objects that are stabbed into you guys. It's not good for your health. Don't get stabbed in the first place. That's also bad for your health. So, that's why I decided that the world was just wanting to torture me. Every path leads to nothing but her. You're right, but that... I don't understand. I don't understand your feelings at all, Sayori. But I don't need to understand. Whatever it takes for me to help you stop hurting, that's what I'll do. No, Mocha Cat. There's nothing. Nothing at all. The only thing that could have helped is if everything could be like it always was. But I was so selfish. I finally showed you what a horrible person I am. Tears streaked down Sayori's face. I made you join the literature club because I was selfish. And I was punished by my heart hurting in a way that I couldn't understand. And now you came here, and I made you hurt too. I was just weak and selfish. That's all I am. And that's why I'm going to accept this punishment. Because I deserve nothing, every last one. Without thinking, I once again grab Sayori's shoulders. This time I pull against her in a tight embrace. Mocha Cat. Sayori, I don't care if you feel selfish. I'm really happy that you convinced me to join the club. Seeing you every day makes it worthwhile enough. If I make a friend with everyone else, then that's just a bonus. But please never underestimate how much I care about you. I wouldn't have it any other way. Mocha Cat. Sayori isn't hugging me back. Despite my arms being wrapped around her, Sayori's arms remain at her side. She starts sobbing in my next ear. She starts sobbing next to my ear. No. Don't do this to me. Please don't do this. Mocha Cat. Sayori barely manages to speak between her sobs. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing. But all I want is for her to know that I care. If you have it in you to call yourself selfish, then you have to let me be selfish too. No matter what it takes, I'll figure out what needs to change. Guys, it's not selfish to have feelings for other people or to express yourself. It's not selfish to express yourself. It's only selfish. It's not selfish at all. If you hide it, that's because it's okay to hide it. Nobody else has the right to know about it. And if you share it with others, that's not selfish. In fact, that's sharing. And there's no selfishness anywhere in this at all. I'll make these feelings go away. And if there's anything that you need me to do, then you better tell me. Get mad if you don't. I don't know. Gently, Sayori finally puts her arms around me in return. I don't know anything. It's all really scary. I don't understand any of my feelings, Mocha Cat. The only time I'm not feeling nothing is when I'm feeling pain. But your hugs are so warm. And that's really scary too. Sorry, Sayori lets go of me. As she does, I let her go. I let her go as well. The festival is tomorrow. Yeah, it's going to be fun, right? What is, whatever, shift the conversation, I guess. Yeah. How would you like to go for me to, how would you like for me to spend it all with you? Um, uh, that's what I want. I promise. I think that would be nice then. Yeah. Sayori wipes her eyes. If I could spend the whole day here, I would. Of all days, this had to be the one where I have other plans. You should invite Yuri over. Wait, Sayori probably wouldn't like that. Maybe she would, I don't know. Maybe I could cancel. No, don't. Please don't. If you do that, then I really wouldn't forgive you. But it's almost time for Yuri to meet up at my house. At the very least, do you want to come along and help out? Yeah, exactly, do that. It would be fun. To my surprise, Sayori shakes her head. I'm sorry. I don't know if that would be very good for me today. You understand, right? It's kind of hard for me to fully understand, but I'm trying my hardest. It's okay. You don't have to worry too much about it. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Alright. I look forward to it. I say goodbye to Sayori and exit her house. On my way home, I find myself feeling uneasy. But it's hard for me to keep thinking about it when Yuri's about to come over too. I think Sayori is right. I shouldn't be worried too much, and we're definitely going to have a great time tomorrow. I should just focus on what's ahead of me. I am curious if the reason I got that Sayori moment with her is because I think my first poem was for Sayori. So I'm wondering if I play my cards right, if I get one poem that's Sayori, one that's Nat, and one that's Yuri's, if all the girls will be for me? That's possible. I don't know. That would be really hard to do. I should probably look up how many endings there are. As I approach my house, I see something that makes me feel a bit of a panic. Yuri? Thank goodness. You're a little early. I'm sorry I wasn't home yet. Were you waiting for a long time? No, I just got here. But I started to get really nervous when nobody answered the doorbell. You always could have texted me. If I had known, I would have reassured you and would have hurried more on the way home. I suppose that's true. I didn't think of that for some reason. It should be common sense to do that, but I decided to ignore that. Wow! You are such a dunce, Yuri! What common sense! Oh my gosh, even a child could have thought of that! Kind of a rude person, not gonna lie. Anyways, let's go inside. I see you brought a lot of stuff with you. That's right. Did you manage to find everything I asked for you to buy as well? Yeah, pretty much. At least I hope I got everything right. I'm sure it will be fine. I take Yuri to my room. The first thing that she does is glances around curiously, which makes me feel a little anxious. It's so clean. I cleaned it before you came over, so... That's very considerate of you to do. Oh no. I would be really embarrassed if my room was a mess while you were here. Well, I do enjoy cleaning. I would have gladly helped you clean. That would be even more embarrassing. And we're also supposed to be working. It would be a waste of time for you. Wait, don't look in there. I snatched Yuri's wrist, which was in the process of opening a desk drawer of mine. Oh, I wonder what's in that drawer. I'm sorry. I wasn't thinking for some reason. I was just spacing out. It's fine. I let go of Yuri's wrist. She puts both of her hands firmly on her lap, as if to make sure she's keeping track of them. So, should we get started? Yes. I have a few things planned out that we can help you with. That you can help me with. Decorations and other atmospheric enchantments. Atmospheric enhancements? You know. Mood lighting, atmospheric candles. Oh, wow. I didn't know you planned to take it that far. Of course. I wanted to help get our guests to a faraway place. Although many will stop by just out of curiosity. And for cupcakes, I guess. I'm determined to provide an experience that will leave them wanting more. That's great. It's easy to forget that you're pretty intense. It's easy to forget that you're a pretty intense person. Intense? I guess that's the best way to put it. Is that a bad thing? No, not at all. It's something that I like about you, actually. Is that so? That makes me feel relieved. And kind of happy. Yeah, no need to be so anxious. You can relax a little. Relax. I brought some things for relaxation. I was going to use them during the poetry event. Oh yeah? Like what? Let's see. Yuri rummages through her bag. She pulls out a few candles on a wooden cylinder-shaped object. I did some shopping while I was there. I was hoping to have these in my bag. I plan to cover the windows in the black paper and use candles to light the room. I think that would be amazing, don't you? Yeah, that would be pretty neat. What's that wooden thing, though? Oh, this? It's a diffuser for essential oils. How familiar are you with aromatherapy? Not familiar at all. Ah, is that so? It's one of my favorite contributors to a positive atmosphere. Depending on the oils or herbs you choose, you can change the mood of the air itself. You can even help it to permeate through your body. Relaxation, positive energy, romance, reflection. It's almost like magic. Yuri takes the cylinder and pushes a switch on the bottom. In just a moment, a thin ray of vapors begin to sprout through the small hole at the top. Wow, that smells wonderful. What kind of mood is that one for? This is a jasmine essential oil. It smells a little sweet and flowery, right? I hope you're not using those essential oils to heal injuries and cure diseases. Yeah, that's a good way to describe it. I choose jasmine for the event because it proves more than relaxing. Jasmine enhances emotions and helps you feel them flow through your body. You feel warmer and your heart pounds more heavily. Don't you think that would be perfect for sharing our poems? I mean, it might make some people more nervous actually trying to read the poems, so, not really. You should probably, instead of enhancing the emotions, do calmer emotions, maybe? I don't know. It seems like everyone's kind of stressed out about this event. I guess if you're feeling comfortable and everyone's excited, we can do the enhancement, but whatever. It sounds suitable. But you seem to know a lot about this, so I'll trust your opinion with anything. Yuri smiles gently, clearly enjoying herself. She again reaches into her bag and pulls out several spools of thin ribbon. What are those for? Well, Did you purchase the origami paper I asked you to get? Yeah, I have it over here. You wouldn't be using the paper for folding origami. What I'll be doing is writing a different word on each paper. We need about 100 of them. What? Oh yeah? What will all those be for then? Well, I'm going to cut pieces of ribbon to hang from each of the doorways of the classroom. Then we can fasten the papers onto the ribbons to create a doorway curtain. Wouldn't that be beautiful? With words? Do we have to write on all of them? Can we just put the ribbon on the door? It would also catch the eye of those passing by the room. Yeah, but why do we need to write words? Words are hard. It may attract some. It may attract some to peek inside. That's really creative. Kinda dumb, though. I had no idea you'd be so good at this, Yuri. Is that so? Well, I suppose I do have a little interest, as you'd put it. Yuri giggles with red cheeks. Is it just me, or is she more relaxed when it's just the two of us? Or maybe it's the excitement she's feeling for sharing something that she enjoys. Here's a marker, Mocha Cat. You can write any character you want. Ooh, I could choose characters, I bet. I'll help you once I finish cutting the ribbons. Alright. Sitting on the floor together, the two of us get to work. I carefully draw different characters on each of the paper, doing my best to manage my bad handwriting. Yuri unravels a long strand of red ribbon to her desired length. Then she reaches into her bag once more and pulls out a pocket knife. Huh? The knife is strangely beautiful. The silver handle has an intricate pattern as waves etched into it. The blade itself is gently tinted blue. That's not an ordinary pocket knife. It looks really fancy. Well, I use it to kill victims, so it's special to me. I had to buy a special knife. Embarrassed, Yuri looks away. What is it? You're going to think it's weird. Yuri, whatever it is, I have no reason to judge. To each their own, I hate that saying. My mom says it all the time. If you promise you won't be weirded out. Is it for gutting animals? Yeah, I promise. Alright. The thing is, I'm kind of into knives. So is my brother. They're just so pretty. I can't help it. I mean, knives are pretty cool, especially swords, like samurai swords. Those are nice. I like those. I mean, I would never collect them, but they're really cool. Like hanging them up on your wall. That would be cool, though. Like samurai swords, I totally understand. Knives, not as much, but samurai swords, Or like a machete. That would be a cool one to have as well. I don't know what it is. A combination of craftsmanship and feeling of danger, maybe. And what I'm saying, please don't think it's weird. Please don't think I'm weird for this. You're laughing at me. I'm not laughing at you. It's just funny how nervous you get about sharing. It's an interesting thing. Well, it's an interesting thing to be into, I guess. But I think it kind of suits you. Yeah. Suits me? Yeah, it's kind of intense. Besides, it's a really cool looking knife. I can't deny that. It is, isn't it? Yuri relaxes her expression once again. Would you like to hold it? Sure, I'll check it out. Yuri carefully hands me the knife with the handle facing me. I take it and turn it around in my hands. It feels heavy and extremely solid, perfect for stabbing. Where do you even get a knife like this? Curious of its sharpness, I feel the point of the knife with my index finger. Oh no, I'm gonna cut my finger, and then she's going to attack me because she's a vampire. That's what's gonna happen. She's a vampire. Ow! Mocha Cat! Why did you do that? I didn't expect it to be that sharp. I barely touched it at all. Well, it has to be sharp, obviously, if you're gonna stab people. Duh. It's my fault. I should have warned you. I shouldn't have put my hand on a knife. You shouldn't have to warn people about that, especially a high school student. It's not your fault, Yuri. The knife is extremely sharp. Thanks, Yuri. Thanks for the information. I got that. It can cut through your skin like paper. Yes, I know that, Yuri. I figured that out. Oh no. A small drop of blood trickles down the side of my finger. Yuri takes my hand and gives the wound a closer look. She stares at it and noticeably fidgets. If you're so squirmish, I'll go wash it off now. Without warning, Yuri puts my finger in her mouth and licks the wound. She's a vampire, guys! I knew it! I knew it! I feel her tongue curl around my finger. Man, you're gonna get a disease. You gotta be careful about that, Yuri. Startled, I instinctively pull my hand back. Oh, please forgive me. I wasn't thinking. Yuri lowers her head, her face burning up. Yuri. That's the most embarrassing thing I've ever done. How could I do something like that? Well, you're a vampire. You're a vampire. You can't hold back. I understand. As long as you don't murder me, I don't care. I'm sorry. Sure it was a little weird and took me by surprise. But I guess she was just trying to help, right? Yuri, I think you're overreacting a little bit. No, this is an instance where she's not overreacting. She drank your blood, good sir. She drank your blood. That is not an overreaction. If anything, it's a normal reaction, actually. She doesn't lift her head. What if she doesn't recover from this? What if she doesn't recover for this for the rest of the afternoon? It's like she's being put on the bench. She can't recover. She's going to be put on the bench. Alright, you know what? This might be a stupid thing to do, but I'll do it anyways. I take Yuri's hand and lick her index in return. Okay, I mean, if that's what you guys like to do your thing. I just wish I wasn't reading it. Mocha Cat! Did you really just do that? Now we're even. Yuri just looks at me like I did something wrong. I did something wrong. You drank my blood. You're gonna get a disease and die. You know that, right? Is that how this ends? Everyone gets like a really random, they don't die from each other. They die from random natural causes. Like Yuri gets a disease, she dies. Sayori kills herself. Monica, I don't know, has cancer. Nat, she bakes herself to death. She dies in a fire after her burning her cupcakes or something. I knew that would be a bad idea. If not for the sweet aroma of the jasmine oil, the air would be extremely heavy right now. You're so weird, Mocha Cat. Yuri giggles shyly. Huh? Monica. Yuri calling me weird? I have no response to that. Where do you keep your bandages? I don't really think I need one, actually. It was a tiny cut. Look, it already stopped bleeding. I see. That's relieving. The tension is quickly lifted. We each resume our respective activities. I watch Yuri's knife cutting through the ribbon like it's nothing but air. Meanwhile, I continue to make progress on the paper. After finishing attaching the paper, we lay them all, side by side. It looks better than I expected, and will be very effective as a door curtain. It looks great. Good thinking coming up with this, Sayori. Thanks. It's just something I saw online, really. Are you ready to move on to the next task? Yeah, let's do it. What do you have in mind? I'd like to create a banner. Wasn't that what Monica... Oh, she's doing the stupid pamphlets. They're like basically the same thing. That's why I asked you to buy the paint tablets. Oh, that's right. One of the items Yuri asked me to buy was a kit of watercolor paint tablets. Well, we'll need about 6 cups of water to put each of the tablets in. Yeah, I never used paint tablets, but that seems like a lot of water. Do you mind fetching those for us? Of course not. 6 cups of water? 6 cups of water. When I leave, am I gonna come back and she's rummaging through my desk? I'll be right back in a minute. Thank you very much. Oh, and just a little bit of water is okay. Yeah, 6 cups is not a little bit of water. If you fill the cups too much, it'll be diluted. Taking Yuri's advice, I decided to use a small plastic bathroom cup rather than a full-size glass. I put them on a plate to catch the water that drips, then bring it back into my room. Yuri? Yes? I come in to see Yuri quickly unrolling her sleeves, pulling it back over her arm. Does she have a tattoo? I want to see Yuri's tattoo. Let me see your tattoo. Nothing. Your face is a little red. Is it too high in here or something? No, not at all. Show me your tattoo, Yuri. There's nothing wrong, so let's mix the paint. Yuri hurriedly dismisses me and takes it upon herself to unwrap the tablets, dropping them into the cups. So, I thought we would do something simple that would look really nice. I would like to paint a gradient across the banner, starting with the color for the sunrise, then daytime, then sunset, and nighttime. Once it dries, I'll write an inspirational quote across the banner. We can hang it in the hall, behind the podium, at the front of the classroom. Or we can hang it on the wall, behind the podium, at the front of the classroom. Ah, neat. What are you... Oh, wait a minute. Oh, it just hit me. It just hit me. Oh, no. She has a knife. She rolled up her sleeves. Is she depressed, but taking it one step further with the knife? Is she slitting her wrists? Oh my god. Are all these people just depressed? Oh, I wanted this to be scary, not depressing. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, I hope that's not the case. I hope it's a tattoo. Please be a tattoo, Yuri. What are you going to write? Well, it'll be more fun to surprise you. Yuri smiles at me. If you say so. After rolling out the banner, Yuri and I kneel on opposite sides, so we don't get in the way of each other. Yuri uses the brush and adds a few dots of different colors across the banner to serve as a color guide when we paint. That kind of reminds me of elementary school. Painting on the banner with the watercolors feels a lot like art class. Feels like the art class projects we'd make back then. It's relaxing. I'm sorry if this feels too childish. What the? Oh my gosh. This is too childish for me. Sounds like Nat or something. No, I didn't mean it like that at all. It's kind of fun, you know. Yeah, it is fun. I'm glad you feel that way too. Yuri stops painting for a moment, thinking to herself. For me, I don't need to go out and do crazy things to have fun. In fact, I usually don't even want to. I just like it when I spend time with other people. Ah, that's your love language then. Even if it's something simple like reading, it doesn't even matter if we don't talk much. Just having a friend next to me makes me feel a little bit better. A little bit nicer. I think that's all it takes for me to be happy. That's great, Yuri. That's a great stopping point to end this episode on a happy note. After what Sayori put us through, I think that's a perfect stopping point. Hey. Thanks for watching, everyone. Have a brilliant day.